August 19, 2018. Carolyn Kaster, Associated Press. First Lady Melania Trump is much more relaxed when she's away from President Donald Trump. A New People report explains that the entire world scrutinizes the First Lady's interactions with the president in minute detail, and one of the takeaways is that she's far more comfortable when they're apart. A source recently told the New York Times, in private, a former White House official said, Mr. and Mrs. Trump give the impression that they like one another, but the rapport is not particularly warm. One person who has spent a considerable amount of time around her said Mrs. Trump was far more relaxed outside the presence of her husband than when he was around. The First Lady's communications director, Stephanie Grisham, said that the 48-year-old is staying true to the independent woman that she is by doing things her own way. This should be celebrated, not criticized. Her priorities remain her family, her personal health and her role as First Lady. Recently fired White House aide and former contestant on The Apprentice, Omarosa Manigault-Newman, alleged that Melania Trump makes clothing choices to punish her husband, Donald Trump, according to a report from The Inquisitor. A fashion choice to wear a coat that said, "I really don't care, do you?" caused a massive firestorm when the First Lady visited the children who were held at immigrant detention centers in Texas earlier this summer. Friends say Melania Trump has insulated herself from the chaos and leaks of the White House by directing the East Wing to operate independently from the West Wing. https://t.co/ozq1vuasike. The New York Times, at night. Times, August 19, 2018. In Unhinged, an insider's account of the Trump White House, Omarosa said that Melania chooses her outfits to make her own statements and to punish her husband. She wrote, "It's my opinion that Melania was forced to go to the border that day in June, essentially, to mop up her husband's mess. She wore that jacket to hurt Trump, setting off a controversy that he would have to fix, prolonging the conversation about the administration's insensitivity, ruining the trip itself, and trying to make sure that no one asked her to do something like that again." Additionally, Melania wore a top with a style of bow that matched the same offensive word that President Trump said in a conversation with Billy Bush that was accidentally caught on tape. The former White House aide also put forth the idea that Melania is merely counting down the days until she can divorce her husband, but that the First Lady fears that President Trump could do something like deporting her if she were to anger and embarrass him by serving him with divorce papers while he's in the White House. Indeed, many of the First Lady's signals, like refusing to hold his hand in public, appear to point that all is not well in her relationship with the president, and it makes sense that she's more relaxed when he's not around.